All right, my ladies, I decided to do a little bonus episode for you guys today because I am closing the doors to coaching. And this is not something that I have done before. And for those of you who are not on my email list but still listen to the podcast, I wanted to drop this just so that you guys are aware. I am closing the doors to my coaching program tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Here's what that means. That means that you can join right now. You can go to my website, jolenewind.com. You can sign up for access to my lifetime coaching program, and you can join, but the doors will close at midnight tonight and you will not be able to join after that until another time when I open the doors. I do not know when I am going to open the doors again. I'm actually really excited about this. I used to have it where you could join at any time, but I have found that what I want to really do over the next few months is really focus on the clients that I have. I want to be able to spend more time with the clients that I have coming in, making sure that those who are coming in are getting as much one-on-one attention from me as they possibly can, and also giving them an opportunity to get to know one another. So what I am doing differently, which is part of the reason why I'm closing the doors, is that I am starting I'm starting the month of September. We're going to have a new client welcome call. And this will just be for those who have joined during the month of August so that they can all get to know each other better, so that I can get to know them, so that we can go over the format and they can get comfortable with me and with each other before they launch into some of these bigger group coaching calls. Now, again, I still am able to, with the number of clients that I have such an intimate experience. And that's one of the things that I love about the way that I've designed my coaching program. Not only am I going to be able to give a higher touch to these new clients, but I also still have the ability to coach every single woman who comes on my calls. That's how much time and attention I give to every one of my clients. We do multiple coaching calls a week, so we do at least twice a week, and they're about an hour to an hour and a half. I stay on as long as people want coaching, and we do this over Zoom. So if you're able to join, you can join however you'd like. I have many clients who work, and so they're only able to type it in, so I respond to them that way. I have clients who have kids, and so they are not on video, and that's totally fine. You can come at whatever level you're comfortable with. And one of the things that I love about this is we rotate the days and the times. So it's not the same time every single week. And the thing that I love about that is it kind of enables us to get as many schedules as possible. Because some people have the same schedule every week, and some people it changes because their kid has dance on this Tuesday, but then this activity ends on Wednesdays. And this enables us to kind of fit as many schedules and time zones as possible, which is why I do it the way that I do. This also, in my program, you also get access to me 24/7 because a lot of stuff, as you know, happens not on a convenient timetable. Right? Our husbands are not always consulting us before they make stupid decisions. I wish that they would, but they don't. And so often we will have something that will come up in between a call. So that's one of the things that I love about this. I use an app that's totally free and it's called Slack. And I have a private group in there that's just for my clients and myself. And not only does this give me the ability to communicate with my clients and share the call schedule ahead of time and make announcements, but this also gives my clients the ability to message me privately. So if there's ever anything that comes up in between calls, or if there's ever anything that comes up that they don't want to share on a call, then they can message me one-on-one, just me directly, and we do additional coaching that way. And that's always available to my clients. Even if we're not on a call, they can always have access to more coaching through that portal. And then not only do we get the twice weekly coaching calls and the Slack messaging, the 24/7 access to me as your coach, but you also get access to thousands of hours of video content. I know you guys love the podcast because you guys are listening every single week, hundreds of you listening every single week. This is even better than the podcast because it is not just listening, it's also seeing. It's me on video in front of you, teaching you exactly how to use the tools that you're learning on the podcast. And then you take those tools that you're learning from those video modules and you come to the coaching call and I help you apply them. We help figure out where you're stuck. I help you see where you're stuck and teach you how to start implementing changes so that you don't have to stay there forever. And this is the beauty of all of this, is that this enables you to start moving forward. The reason that I have structured this program the way that I have is because of what I went through with my own husband. When I learned how to start moving forward, how to forgive, how to trust, how to not have anxiety when he looked at his phone, how to not second guess every time he initiated physical intimacy, how to not sit and spin in my thoughts in the middle of a day when nothing had even happened and he's not even around, and all I can do is think about everything that he's done and how this has affected me and how this is going to be terrible and all of those things. Once I learned how to do that, once I learned that the only thing that was in my way was managing my mind and processing my emotions, and I learned how to do that, I felt compelled to go teach this to other women. I started realizing that other women didn't understand this, that other women thought that the only option was to just be miserable for as long as they possibly had to be, which was basically their whole marriage, or until their husband stopped watching porn. But then the problem is that even when your husband stops watching porn, you still feel miserable. You still second guess every time he initiates intimacy. You still have anxiety every time he looks at his phone, because your brain operates on a pattern of trying to protect you from the pain of the past. And until you break that pattern, until you learn how to manage your mind, and until you learn how to process all of that emotional trauma that you've already had, it's just going to stay with you and perpetuate. And what we end up doing is we end up shoving it down and just powering through and just getting through the day. And most of the time we're all right. Most of the days we do totally fine. And then sometimes randomly it just pops up out of nowhere. And so when I learned how to do this and I realized that women didn't know they had any other option, I knew I had to go find you. You right now, the one who's listening to this podcast, that's who I did this for. I paid $18,000 that I did not have, and I signed up for coaching, and I watched my credit card get declined every single month for 6 months because we didn't have $18,000. And then I created and designed a program that was specifically tailored to exactly what you're going through right now. Based on my own experience, based on the experience of women that I began to coach. That is exactly how I designed it. And then I launched a podcast with no listeners. And I did it week after week after week. And now we're years into this thing, and there's over 200 episodes, and I have hundreds of women listening every single week. And yet still I have so much more to teach you. I have so much more I can help you with. And if you're ready to leave this all behind and actually have a fresh start and start moving forward and if you're ready to stop going back, this is what I hear so often from podcast listeners, is I'll get so many messages. Hey, I've been listening to your podcast. It's really helpful. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Here's what I'm struggling with. I feel like I'm doing okay on this thing. And then he'll relapse and it'll all come back to the surface. If you feel like you're on that roller coaster where you're starting to make progress, but you're not going as fast as you'd like, or you're not getting past this one thing, then I want to highly encourage you to sign up for coaching, because that is where I can help you specifically with what you're going through. When I do a podcast episode, it's very general. I'm trying to hit as many people as I possibly can. And maybe I target exactly what you're going through, but maybe you have a different collection of thoughts, because each one of us has a different thought. We have our own way of wording things. We have our own experiences that influence the way that we're affected by our husband's pornography problem. And I can't hit all of that on a podcast. What I want to offer is that you just try it. Your brain really likes to play the what if game, ladies. I know it. Your brain likes to play what if. Let's do it in the best way. What if you said yes today? What if you joined? What if you tried it? Because I guarantee you, if you come, you give me your 100% best effort, I guarantee you we will blow past every obstacle in your way, every place that's keeping you stuck. You know how you feel like you're not enough? It's optional, and I can teach you how to change it, and I can help you change the things that you believe about yourself so you can start seeing yourself differently, start being a different person so that you can start being more confident, feeling more free, stop identifying yourself and living your life around all of the emotion that you're trying to avoid, because you don't have to live like that. I want to invite you to come join my coaching program today. Again, the doors close at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you're listening to this, I think there's a reason. Come join me. I know that this works for you. If you know you like the podcast, then I guarantee you're going to love my coaching program, and I can't wait to work with you. Head to my website, jolenewind.com. Sign up today before the doors close at midnight. I don't know when I'm going to have them open up again, but I can't wait to work with you. I'll see you inside.